Okay, welcome back for our final presenter this hour. In this presentation, we have Man-Hae Law from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. She's going to tell us about an app that equalizes your emotions using music. I like to think of it kind of like a Spotify therapist. So thank you, Man-Hae.
Thank you. Good morning. Today I'm happy to present the first study and result of Emotion Equalization app. It is about analyzing three proposed methods that designed to achieve positive or focused emotion. Anxiety and depression are growing problems, especially under the COVID-19 pandemic. The impact of anxiety and depression affect people's mood, productivity, and even physical health. However, people typically refuse treatment on the mental health issue because it brings the feeling of shame, inadequacy, and also distress. So what if we put away the ordinary face-to-face treatment and the medication and deliver a music treatment through a playlist? Will song selection move listener emotion? What is the most effective way to transit the anxiety or depression state to a more positive state by considering a quantifiable measurement? Here is arousal and feelings table here. Here is our proposed method and also a baseline method. This first one is the random method that is serve as a baseline method that just purely randomly pick songs from any quadrant here. It could be happy, angry, sad, or relaxed songs, where it could be used as our baseline to compare these three proposed methods here. The three proposed methods are more targeted. The first one is the consoling method. It is to select songs that matches the listener's current emotional state. Psychologically, showing empathy to someone will make them feel better. So here we put it into an application that's using music. If they feel sad, we will pick songs from this sad quadrant. An uplifting and relaxing method is to immediately jump to a positive songs where it could be, the idea is just go further from the consolation. It will be replace the negative mood with a positive one. The uplifting is to pick songs from this happy quadrant, and the relaxing method is to pick songs from the relaxed quadrant. So we recruit 55 undergraduate students from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology to participate to this listening test, where they can conduct the test more than once, just for more data sets that we can obtain. And also they only need to take the tests that differ from the last attempt by 24 hours, such that they will not confuse with the previous method. And here is the app flow, and it will start with the preparation screen. Then here will be the login page with two options, with sign up and also sign in. If they choose sign up, where here we'll have some question asking for the personal information. And then here is the self-assessment mannequin scale called SAM, which is a pictorial tool that helps respondent to map the corresponding arousal and feelings table on here to record the pre-test result. And we will have also a PHQ-9 and GAD-7, that is the questionnaire that calculate the severeness on a depression and anxiety level. And afterward, here is a duration that they need to choose on, whether they want to choose the length will be longer or not. But for our test, we only let the student to choose the 15 minutes long, just keep it consistent. And also the playlist will follow one of our proposed method or the baseline method. Afterward, they need to choose this press me button to start the treatment. Afterward, we will record the SAM value again just for mapping the post-test result. Then here we will have the journal and diary function and also the report function, but still for simplicity and also the consistency on how they use during the whole test, we disable these two functions to keep it the same. And in total, we have 111 samples. 27 of them were random, 26 consoling, 29 uplifting, and 29 relaxing. And we use ANOVA test to analyze the result. And this ANOVA test is checking if there is any difference between the pre and post test result on the valence and arousal value. Let's take a look at the arousal values, and we can see that here actually it has no significant difference on any of these four methods under this arousal value, because this p value is greater than 0.05, and also you can see the f grid value is greater than this f value, and which means that the energy levels of one's emotion cannot be easily increased or decreased using these four methods. It is quite surprisingly none of them can do this job. Where we can also see the valence value, we can see this uplifting and relaxing method did a great job on changing emotion, and this random and consoling method did not change the pre and post test on these valence value. And we can also see what is the change on the under these two methods. It is an increasing change before the pre and post test result. In pictorial meaning, which means these two methods, uplifting and relaxing method, will lead them to a more positive state than where they begins. So the final takeaway is our study gives us the fundamental concept on how to change our listeners' emotion by the category songs in different valence and arousal value. And the most important thing is uplifting and relaxing method is the most effective way to change to a positive mood. And also the arousal value is disappointing that it cannot be changed by any of the proposed method. If you have a bad day, well, please let the uplifting and relaxing method to change your emotion. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. That was very interesting. I'll kick us off with a question. I know I've gotten this one from a lot of journalists reaching out to you, but so how far away is this from being something you could get from an app store on your phone?
Well, this is interesting because actually it is a first study result, and we hope that this is not going just going well in the valence value. We also want to get the energy levels to be changed. So we get something like on the arousal value, how to change it to be more positive or with more energy or with less energy with our second phase test. So it will be ready for the app to be launched for a few study later. Yeah.
Great. And we've got a question from the audience.
Hi, really interesting, very cool app. I am curious if it works better on sad or angry people.
Well, it is a general case that we analyze whether it changed from a positive or negative mood, or we decrease the energy level or not. We didn't really specify that better in angry or sad, but in our test result, mainly our student starting with a sad mood. Maybe they are struggling with their assignments or examinations. So if it is the case, I think it will be more relevant or reflective on the sad people, yeah, in this result.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I saw at the very bottom of the sign up page that it asks if a person has had experience with playing musical instruments or
Oh, yeah, yeah,
music.
yeah.
Did people that self-reported as having music have a different effect or a different response to the valence areas than people who didn't, or is it about the same?
It's about the same, yeah.
And we have a question from one of our online viewers. How did you identify the songs used in your playlists? And how did you categorize them based on emotion?
Okay. Since here is the table here, we only use the songs from the already categorized songs with already located arousal and valence values by the data set from MRI and also Dusser. So they are already in there. There are totally 4,000 songs, and it's mapped on this table, and we just take it out and play it for it. Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We will be back again at 1:30 p.m. Central Time for 4 more presentations. Thanks again for joining us, and please reach out to media@aip.org if you have any further questions or requests. Thank you.
Great job.